Brothers, so this is a little bit on the fly, a little bit busy. So you asked about classes and such and the like and what I'm doing and what I'm studying. Oh yeah, also wearing a bro tank. Really? Let's move past that because I'm doing it because I am getting ready for a semi-formal where I will be dressed much better. There will be a tie. It will be wonderful. Anyway, so classes. I'd love to tell you all about classes and what I'm doing in them, but that really just leads back to why I am doing so much work right now, which is I didn't do a lot of work for a long time, which actually wasn't planned. That wasn't a me being stupid situation. I don't really want to give a lot of details because internet and you know most of them, but I mean, obviously a lot has happened to me recently. I've lost a few people, and that's been really hard. Given that, like, it's hard emotionally, and I've kind of dealt with that sort of thing before. The whole, I don't know, like, maybe not depression or whatever, but it's certainly something, and it's there, and it's been a big issue before. However, moving past it, I spent about a month, a little bit more than a month, maybe a month and a half, pretty much out of commission here. And that wasn't fun. So right now, one of the reasons why I'm scrambling and why my video is so damn late is that I'm currently writing the second paper of the day. It's going to be a fiction story, which will be cool. Writing it about a journalist who is following a group of infantrymen in the Six-Day War and questioning the motives of the war, which is super fun. Having go through some issues there. This little climax build, you know, some stuff. I also just wrote a history paper on why we were correct in not giving Russia money in the Marshall Plan. Because, you know, Stalin's kind of a bad dude, and I don't think that would have stopped him from being a bad dude. Other things. Another paper to write about proxy warriors. Gonna get on that. It's a book I'm reading. Pretty self-explanatory. Proxy war, talking about why that happens and all and such and the like. Chemistry is just a bitch. Let's just get that one out there. I really, really dislike my chemistry class. 4 credit hour class, 3 lectures and a discussion and a case study and a lab. A lot of stuff to do all the time. Gonna have to get working on the next pre-lab. Try to dream that I forgot about again. It really ticked me off. It really stressed me out. Think that's all on the you talking to me question. I mean, there's some stuff with the talking about outside of class. A lot of emotional stuff we've been talking about, trying to work through some issues. I know, I mean, I'm not sure how much you know about Connor stuff and stuff like that, but I mean, like, everybody's got stuff to work through, and kind of helping each other out with that. We have a nice little group that we very unironically, sadly, call ourselves Squad because, you know, white kids at a college. But whatever. We'll deal with that later. But yeah, mostly when it comes to deep conversation, it's helping each other out, you know? That's helpful. On Des Moines. Des Moines' stupid. And everybody's like, hey, I'm from Des Moines. And I'm like, is that even a city? Is Iowa even a state? What is this place? It's a cornfield, and there's a university here. And there's a rumor of a tall building somewhere over west. I call Des Moines one tall building, because there's one tall building. Yeah, party schools? They're something, man. It's weird. Because you can go to parties. You can have a lot of fun at parties. You can while out like I've seen some people do. Or you can, you know, sit around in a nice little group. Don't drink. No, that's not something that happens. But you talk while with beverages. Because I'd rather do that than some other things. I don't know. a friendship thing, a bonding thing, better than it's the, I don't know, it's, you don't talk about sad things. You talk about happy things. You talk about what your plans are, just stupid jokes. I don't know. It's nice after we're all just kind of pulling out of those weeks of turmoil that we've all had. We've been dealing with all together just the worst, I don't know, luck. Some of the worst trials that I've ever gone through, that I think Connor's ever gone through, Ryan, Allison, Ashley, all of us. We've all been through a whole lot of crap recently, especially Matt, too. It's just a bad time. And I'm happy we're working our way through it. Fraternities. Cool. I'm happy that I'm joining Lambda Chi Alpha, and I am proud to A, represent Camp Highlands here, and B, represent Lambda Chi Alpha here, because both are really awesome groups, and they kind of remind me of each other in ways. Because sure, you'll party sometimes, but that's not the main core of it. I mean, you're not doing it as a group, you're doing it as friends outside of it. Like, if you knew each other, you would do it either way, but the real value systems are the same. It's about being dependable, being honorable, being a better man at the end of it. Even on our coat of arms, it says "Wir quisque wir," every man a man, be a man, and that ties into the fact that we don't haze. This might be me giving my little stump speech, because I will be running for High Delta, which is the position of recruitment chair. Like it, but we don't haze. We don't have pledging. I am an AM, associate member. We have all the rights of an active member, all the rights of a brother, and we don't get hazed. They say you don't haze, and then we actually aren't hazed, which is a huge deal, because with a lot of people in this fraternity, or in this university, it's, yeah, we don't haze you, but we will stick you in a basement and scream at you sometimes with a drill going. I mean, I'm not going to call out any fraternities, but I know a few of them that do really bad stuff. And, I mean, it's not evil, it's not hurting them. And, I mean, well, except for, again, alcohol poisoning, which from some of the things I've heard, has to happen to some of these kids, but thankfully not us. We don't do that. I learned recently that apparently what happened to one of the guys here, Lambda Chi, somebody apparently died, and the accusation was that a brother had been feeding him alcohol, and that was the rumor. Rather, this was a party school years and years ago as well, and a kid went out to the bars at 18 and got alcohol, because you can here, and not legally, of course, but drank himself to death. And people thought he just passed out. And we take a lot of offense that people think that it was someone feeding him, because we don't do that. We won't force someone to drink if they don't want to. We don't do anything. You will never be told or asked to do anything that A, you can't say no to, and B, a man shouldn't do. Every man a man. Be a man. Don't be somebody who's going to hurt somebody else just because you want to have them party or something. It's not it. Alright, so there's my little just about that. Questions? I vaguely know from talking to either of you and the family that both of you have gone through some pretty sad times in life, like everybody has. So I'd like to maybe not delve too deeply into them, but ask you how you dealt with them. Because delve as deep as you want, I would love to hear it, because I don't really hear any of the stories that the family all knows, because I was a baby at the time that everything happened. So, I don't know, just how did you guys get through the really awful times? How did you keep grades up? How did you make sure your psych professor didn't think that you were lying that all this crap was happening at the same time? I don't know, just questions. Yeah, so how do you deal with that sadness stuff? Because it's a jerk. Alright. Okay, done.